Hi, my name's Danny and I play Boom Beach sometimes. So, well, Boom Beach has been out now on iOS, on Apple, for quite a while. So I wanted to sort of just do a video that's dedicated just to Boom Beach, just talk you through the basics. Well, something's happened today. Dr. Terror has arrived, so we're going to go and practice attacking on him. So Boom Beach is a game similar to Clash of Clans, but it's not the same. It's available at the moment only on Apple, but Supercell have said that, you know, Android is coming. But you know, right now you can just download it from the Apple Store. It's free to play, and like Clash of Clans, you can buy gems as well. I think I bought one pack of gems and that's it. I think just to finish something early. But yeah, apart from that, it's just you go out raiding, and your troops are built here in the landing craft. You can upgrade the landing craft, and like Clash of Clans, it's like the camps, right? So you get more landing craft as you go on, up to a maximum of 8. Each landing craft needs to be upgraded. Upgrading gives you extra space to carry troops when you go and attack. So the troops that you use are unlocked as your town hall level goes up. So this is the town hall just in the corner here. It's a little bit different from Clash of Clans in that there's no farming whatsoever. You can't just take half the buildings with all the resources and then end the game. The only time you get any resources whatsoever is when you hit the headquarters. And yeah, so once you've taken the headquarters, you win 100%. So it's like 1 star. You can only ever win 1 star. You have resources, so you have the iron mine, which gives you some iron, which is sort of used to upgrade certain buildings. You've got the quarry, which gives you stone, and again, you know, these all upgrade. And there's wood as well. Yeah, this one here, so the sawmill. The other thing, of course, is gold. So the houses, the residences give you gold, and you know, as you upgrade them, you get more gold. So you know, if you to upgrade it, add an extra 25,000, so on and so forth. So that's basically the resources. There's no base design in the same way that Clash has base design, in that you have walls and people can attack from different directions. But if you sort of look at some of the big guys, you can get an idea. Oops, if you go to global, you can see some of the big guys. You get an idea of how they organise their bases. So it'll give you some ideas. What I tend to do is put all of my put my town hall in the back corner. So it's going to make everyone have to go through all of my defences to get to it. And the defences you get obviously upgrade as the town hall upgrades. So when you start off, you get the basic sniper tower, and I believe you get the machine gun, and then you unlock the cannon. Cannon's very good at stopping big targets. You know, its damage per second is pretty strong, 221 at this level. So it's pretty effective. As you go up, you get the boom cannon, the next one up is the mortar, which, you know, isn't really as effective as the mortar in Clash of Clans, but it's, you know, it's still pretty good. You get the boom cannon, which just takes out, you know, pretty much any small troop in 1 shot. Get the flamethrower. So I put my flamethrower right next to the town hall, so it's the last thing to defend, and that's, you know, that's interesting because the flamethrower doesn't just attack. It also, the things that it burns stay burning for a short while afterwards as well, so it's pretty effective. Certainly against small troops. And then you got the mines. The mines are visible. The boom mine is pretty evil actually. I can take out 1100 at level 4, so level 100 damage per second. So, you know, what I've done is I've tried to put the path that they're going to take lots of mines, so they have to waste their gunboat energy. The gunboat. Okay, the gunboat is it's interesting because this is sort of, it's used to soften up the enemy, if you like, but it's also used for things like helping you direct your troops, provide cover in terms of health and smoke and flash, and they do different things on the battlefield. As you unlock them, you'll find out. Now I need to upgrade my add extra troops. So you can actually add individual. You know, you can change the troops on each landing craft, or you can just do all of it all over again. So I'm just going to do that there. Right, so I'm going to be raiding with not as many troops as I could possibly have, but I just want to sort of show you how this works. So that's basically it. Now, if you press, so you press this button here, you get all the upgrades that you can possibly do. You only have one builder, but the builds take a lot less time, so you shouldn't have too many problems in upgrading. Yeah. So what else? A sculptor. Sculptor adds these sculptures. The sculptures can add something to either your base, to your attacking, to your resources, or to your defending. So I've got a defensive building damage plus 12%, power stone chance, which is the crystals, gunboat energy, and troop damage and troop health. Now the crystals are things that you gain when you win a match. You get a different type of crystals. You've got the life, ice, magma, and dark according to the colour, and each one has a different effect. So boost production, improve base defences, power up troops, and various powers. The best ones are the dark ones, I believe. So basically, you get these fragments, and you get these sort of shards here, and so on and so forth. And then once you built a crystal, you can either use the once you built a statue using 7 crystals, you can either keep it, or you can trade it in for one of the next one up. That's the way it works, really, sort of cumulative. Anyway, so if you hit this button here, oops, resources. If you hit this button here, you get your map. Your map is expanded by unlocking the radar, but at the start it's fairly small. And a map contains both single player and multiplayer enemies. So this one here, for example, is a single player enemy. So it's computer based. The resources from computer bases aren't nearly as good as the resources from humans. And then you just sort of decide how you want to attack. And you also have, you also have resource bases. Resource bases are computer, but they're captured by humans. So someone else could capture your resource base, and every time you've captured it, it upgrades the defenses. Now I've just noticed I've got some trees on here, so I can actually take these out now. So I can exchange gold for wood, which is to me more valuable because I'm going to be upgrading some stuff. So I'm just going to clear out that. Now if you win the best thing to do when you win a resource base is to clear out all the trees you can. You get these little boxes from time to time which give you diamonds, just really like clearing the obstacles in Clash of Clans. Now these are human bases, so that's Kyle. Oh, so this is a resource base that's been taken by someone else, Dr. Babu. So let's just go into one of their bases, Scout. So clearly this is a human. You can check all the sort of details about town or headquarter level and all the defences and stuff. And then once you attack, you're going to attack from the beach, as it's called, in beach. And then, well, I'm going to show you how you're going to attack in a second. Let's do that in a second. There was one more thing. Yes, so where there's an exclamation mark, it means you can find new opponent. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about it swaps out that person for another person, and that changes every few days. I wanted to talk a little bit about the way that matchmaking happens, because it takes a little bit of understanding. So you get new player opponents, they're called Blackguard mercenaries, when you explore more areas on your map, or they come up from time to time. Overnight, for example, your village has been lost. This village has been lost to this guy here. So the villages that you can be replaced by human beings over time. Maybe every 12 hours or something, 1 or 2 will be taken. So every time you see a new mercenary base on your map, either due to exploration or invasion, your matchmaking score increases. So your matchmaking score is this number that you don't see, and it's only used really as an aid to find suitable opponents. So the way it works is really cool, because the opponents that you'll see, some of them are too strong. This guy here, for example, with my troops, I might not be able to take him out. So, but it will gradually. So this matchmaking score that you don't see dictates what type of opponents you're going to find turning up on your base, and it decreases over time. Every time you see a new mercenary base, your matchmaking score increases, but it will gradually decrease over time if your map is populated by player opponents with a higher experience level than yours. So see all these. So I'm 33, so I see a 34, see a 33, actually, these are all pretty much the same level, 35 and so on and so forth. Now, every higher level opponent will contribute to the decrease, and a contribution is bigger if the experience level difference is greater. So the longer that the opponent stays on a map, the more it contributes to the decrease. So if you've got a map with loads of players that you can never beat because they're much too high than you, they'll start to, you know, offer, you know, this exclamation mark that you can find new opponent, and you'll start to see them going lower and becoming easier. When they're in that find new opponent state with that exclamation mark, they don't count. So this 37, for example, doesn't count now. So the good thing to do is, if as soon as you see the exclamation mark coming up and it's too hard for you, just clear it. Go to find your opponent, and a 32 will come up. It's not guaranteed that it's going to be someone easier, but that matchmaking score decrease means that there's more chance that it will. So it's a good idea to clear that out. The computer bases have no effect whatsoever on your matchmaking score. Does that make sense? This matchmaking score, you can't see it. It doesn't. You can't modify it, but it's influenced by the level of opponents on your map. Once or twice a week, you get a terror stage coming up, and that's the Doctor Terror. We're going to use this for practicing attacking. So that's the headquarters that you need to take. There's some defences there. These are the big defences that I want to take out, which are the rocket launchers. Now, each of these sort of boxes here, they give you extra gunboat power. So you see my gunboat at the moment has 47 power. So it gives me a lot of things that I can do with that power. So I'm going to take out these two rocket launchers by hitting them in between. Oops, not very well hitting them in between. Okay, so that's that taken out. I'm not going to go in this area, so I don't need to worry about that defense there. I'm going to come in via the corner here, because remember, I haven't got all my troops. So I've been a bit silly and I didn't make them before the video. Now, these guys are going to move by themselves. You know, they're attracted to the nearest thing that they can attack. You want to make sure that because I'm using heavies and Zookas as my troops, you want to make sure that the Zookas are protected, because they're quite weak. The heavies are tanks, so if you think Clash, then you're thinking barbarians and archers. That's probably the best way to put it. Now, I'm going to watch out, because the first defences are going to hit are these mortars, so I'm going to take out the mortars. I'm going to draw my troops back because they're going in the wrong direction down there. I've got 26 power left on my ship, so I think I should probably be okay. I just want to show you the shock, which is it's like freeze spell basically. So if you press that, it shocks everything in the area, and it obviously makes it incapable of firing. So I'm just going to focus in on taking out the town hall, if you like, taking out the HQ. It's not called the town hall. I've got to stop thinking Clash. I'm thinking Clash, Daddy. So there you go, that's an attack. And I got three crystals, power crystals, or whatever they're called. No casualties. Now the good thing is you get your troops back. So any that you don't use, the power of my active volcano, my tower turrets will be strong there. Yeah, right. So you can go straight back in again. You don't need to build your troops again. So let's have a look. What have they got? Those are all surrounding the base there. I think probably a good idea is to go in from this side and then work around. There's that thing there. I don't like rocket launchers because it takes out my Zookas. So let's go back in and attack the rocket launcher. You got to. The thing with Boom is you got to. If you're a Clash player, you've got to take yourself out of that thought that it's all about the resources and farming and stuff like that, because it doesn't work that way. It's different. It's not really Clash 2.0, if you like. Boom Beach is the most important thing in Boom Beach, of course, is there's a flare. So this thing here, which directs your troops around. I'm going to use that in a second. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and take out this area with these rockets here. I think that should be more or less okay. Right, I'm going to group my troops back up again because I want them to be focused in one area. Again, obviously take that out. Quick, take it out. Ah, too short, too slow. I want all of my troops focused on attacking the headquarters there. I'm sure if there's any Boom Beach fans, sorry, any Boom Beach experts, you'd be grimacing at me with this. It's like, no, you're doing it wrong, Daddy. There we go. That's Dr. Terror. Dr. Terror is an event. It's really nice because it happens for the same everyone. It happens for everyone at the same time. Did I get through? No casualties. Right. Okay. Good. I've got 4 crystals. So it's like when Dr. Terror arrives, it's like the whole community is going, yeah, excellent. We got free loot, or easier loot, should I say? This one looks like quite an easy one. There's the rocket launchers there. So we're gonna take out the rocket launcher with. Try and soften them up a bit with these. There we go. So the interesting thing is that every time you use one of the gunboat, well, if you use like the rockets, for example, they get more expensive each time. So where am I going to go now? I should probably work them in that way and get these things, but I might go in actually this way because there's less mines that way. So I haven't got that many troops. Yeah, I want them focused in that direction, I think. So yeah, so you can't just sort of use flare, because each time you add a flare, each time you use a flare, it goes up by 1 or 2. I'm going to shock those so they don't do too. The main thing with this Zuka and heavy attack is you want to keep your heavies alive for as long as possible, because the Zukas are pretty useless. So you can add a health. That's not necessary now because there's nothing attacking it, but you're going to add a health, and it gradually increases the health of the heavies. The heavies got a lot of health, so it takes a while. So that's that. Should we see if we can go for one more? Again, I haven't really got all the troops, so this is a Terror stage 4. Right, and so it gets slightly more difficult each time. So looking at the range, yeah, I want to stay away from this area here. I think if I go in there, take that out, and I take out the cannon, I don't think there's anything else that they can attack me. So there we go. So we're going to attack. It's a really important thing to plan beforehand. I might take out that crate as well. Yeah, remember that you get extra power when you take out the. Oh yes, excellent. Okay, that'll do nicely. Thank you. There is some splash damage, so it's sometimes a good idea to take out things on the corner or between defences when they're too close together. Right, so it should be okay now to go in, flare in this way. So I think this is going to be the last raid I do in this video, because I just wanted to show you the mechanics of raiding. I'm gonna focus it down there because what I want to do is sneak in around this way. I don't want to get any. Sorry. Come on, go that way. What you don't want to do is press flare 3 times by mistake. But no, I wanted to sneak in this way really, because I don't want to go anywhere near this area here, because that boom cannon is just going to destroy me. There we go. So it's quite strategic in planning out how you're going to do attack. It's pretty good. And yeah, well, the thing is, it's a bit different from Clash, and it's not a game that you really want to be on constantly all the time. But it certainly is a game that you can sort of dip in and dip out of, many times a day. There you go. I've got a big crystal there. That's good. I'm not sure what they're called, but it's pretty good. So now if I go back to, because I'm really after those purple ones. So now if I go back to the sculptor, I've got. Oh, okay, I've got 7 of these shots. Brilliant. Okay, so if I get this idol here, which is 7 of these triangle things, I'm going to get. I'll reclaim it. I'll have 3 of the diamonds then, but so it increases. I want to get up to 7 so I can get the bit of the masterpiece in it. Anyway, well, I hope that makes sense. So it's a good game. It's lots of fun. It's different from Clash though. And there's a nice community on the forums you might want to check out. I'll put a link in the comments to the Boom Beach forum. Anyway, I hope that was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You take care. Bye for now.